Remarks of the President on a videotape for the Dave Garroway Show, to be used on the 150th anniversary of the Massachusetts General Hospital. Broadcast room of the White House, January 28, 1961.
Good morning, Mr. President.
Good morning, Dave.
I suppose those scenes of Mass General were pretty familiar to you. You've been on the Board of Overseers since '47, I think.
Yes, that's right. And I must say that I think the work that the Massachusetts General does and other similar hospitals around the country, they perform a great public function. And to think that this hospital is celebrating its 150th anniversary, it was begun the year before the War of 1812. And yet there are two other American hospitals that are even older. When we think of the tremendous progress that's been made in medicine, yet even way back then, fellow citizens were concerned about caring for their neighbors. And the Massachusetts General does more than care for the people of that area. There are over 1,000 students studying various parts of the hospital from all over the world. And the influence of Massachusetts General stretches really around the globe through the work of these graduates.
They put, I think, $4 million a year in this one hospital into research. Is this enough, I wonder? Are we doing enough generally for research in this country?
Well, I think we can always do better. My family's been particularly interested in one kind of research, and that is, and we now have at the hospital a center for research into the causes of mental retardation of children. This center is they're going to begin building as soon as the snow is off the ground. I think this is one area where there has been inadequate research. We're fortunate in this case to have a close connection with Harvard University. Dr. Adams from Harvard University is heading the research center. But I do believe I think nearly every American family either has some member of its family or some friend who goes through the very harrowing experience of having a child in the family who suffers from mental retardation. The difficulties that the child has and the difficulties that it causes in the family. I think that rather than caring for these children, which we are attempting to do, though not always adequately, I think it's most important that we try to examine why they're retarded and what could be done about it. Whether through surgery or other treatment, we could begin to cure them, not merely care for them.
Well, eventually we cure everybody, do you think? Will the health of the nation approach perfection someday by care and research?
No, I suppose we may stretch out our period on this earth, but sooner or later we all begin to... But at least what I think we're all concerned about is that children have a happy childhood and a fruitful one, and that adults be permitted to work, and that older people find their later years to be easier, free from pain and discomfort. And then I think everybody will await their end. But I think there's an awful lot we can do. And the cooperation between medicine, between private individuals who supported Massachusetts General, and between the national government in providing funds for research it's a happy relationship, though one that can always be improved.
Do we recognize the importance, I read your article recently on the subject of physical fitness in this country for the young and the middle-aged too?
Well, I think it is a serious problem. Our society is quite sophisticated, and we are in a very dangerous period in our world history. We have unrelenting foes who are determined to destroy us. Physical fitness goes with mental fitness. It goes with energy, and I am concerned that recent tests have shown a steady decline in the standard of American fitness as compared to Europe and people around the world. In reading a recent article on guerrilla warfare, I noticed the great emphasis put on physical fitness. We are in a dangerous period, and I think that we have to be fit. Now, it's harder because our life is easier. We have cars, buses, and all the rest. I think we ought to concern ourselves with making sure that our children are fit, that they're concerned with being energetic, that they use their young years not merely as spectators, but as participants in life.
Will you help us to wake up?
Well, we're trying. I think that this is a great country, and I think it deserves the best of all of us. I think that physical fitness is a part of our survival, and I'm hopeful that we can, through the White House, and in fact, but it's a private decision, but at least from this area, we're going to try to do our best to emphasize this, but it's really up to every parent. Do your children go every week and watch a basketball game, or do they do something to make themselves fit? I think we're inclined to think that if we watch a football game or baseball game, that we've taken part in it. That's not what we want.
Well, you don't usually get in this posture of sitting down very much, I understand. You're
We've been
one of
very
the fitter
busy,
ones.
but I must say that this hospital I'm delighted to have this rather long-distance connection with this hospital. It emphasizes not only what this hospital does, but all the hospitals in your community. They all deserve our support, and I'm delighted to have this chance through Dave Garroway to emphasize our great national interest in developing our hospitals, developing research, training doctors, training nurses, and spreading the benefits of modern medicine through this country and around the world.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much, Dave.